Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Dear students, my name R.S. Goswami from KGK Higher Secondary School. Today, I am going to teach economics of chapter economics of standard 11th, and the unit is third, and that is demand. And in this chapter today, I am going to teach law of demand. Law of demand. In law of demand, you start your answer first. You write the meaning. That means law of demand. Then assumptions of law of demand. Then the table, and then the diagram, and then exceptions of law of demand. Now, in the last lecture, I explained what is demand. So demand means a person has a desire, ability to pay, and readiness to buy at the given price and fixed period of time is known as demand. Once again, demand means a person has a desire, ability to pay, and readiness to buy at the given price and fixed period of time, that is known as demand. Now, what is law of demand? Law of demand means when other factors remain constant, and if price of a commodity increases, demand decreases, and the price of a commodity decreases, demand increases. There is an inverse relationship between price and demand. That is known as law of demand. Once again, when other factors remain constant, and if the price of a commodity increases, demand decreases, and if the price of a commodity decreases, demand increases. There is inverse relationship between price and demand. That is known as law of demand. The nature of law of demand, negative, which means falls upward to downward, right to left. So this is the law of demand. The law of demand suggests there is inverse relationship between price and demand of a commodity. After that, assumptions of law of demand. In economics, there are so many principles, there are so many laws. All the laws work when the assumptions are there. Without assumptions, the law of economics can't explain. So here, what are the assumptions of law of demand? So first one, income of a consumer remain constant. Choice, taste, and preferences of a consumer remain constant. Expectation regarding futures price remain constant. The price of supplementary goods remain constant, and the price of complementary goods remain constant, and the population of country remain constant. So this way we explain the assumptions of law of demand. So all these assumptions remain constant when the law of demand works. Once again, assumptions of law of demand. First, taste. choice and preferences of a consumer remain constant. Income of a consumer remain constant. After that, complementary goods, the price of complementary goods remain constant and the price of supplementary goods remain constant. Expectation regarding futures price remain constant and the population remain constant. If all these factors remain constant, then and then only the law of demand works. Because the law says when other factors remain constant, and these are the other factors. So when the other factors remain constant, and if the price of a commodity increases, demand decreases, and if the price of a commodity decreases, demand increases. There is inverse relationship between price and demand, that is known as law of demand. So here all the factors remain constant. We assume. Now we take the example and then according to example the diagram. Now we see here. Here price in rupees. Here demand in units. And one thing you remember, whenever you draw the table, the law keeps in your mind. There is inverse relation. One increase, other decrease. So here we see the price. Price is rupees 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So demand, see, the nature of the price increases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is inverse relationship between price and demand. So your price increases, then demand decreases. So like this, 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. See here, when a price of a commodity is rupees 1, on that time demand is 50 units. Then price increases from rupees 1 to rupees 2. On that time demand of a commodity decreases from 50 to 40 units. Same way, when the price increases from 2 to rupees 3, 4 and 5, on that time demand decreases 30, 20 and 10 units respectively. So from this example we can say when price of a commodity increases, on that time demand decreases. There is inverse relationship between price and demand. Now this thing we see by the diagram. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis. On y-axis we represent your demand, and demand in units, and on y-axis here we represent price, and price in rupees. So here demand 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. And the price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now see, according to this data or this table, we try to draw the diagram. See here, the price is rupees 1. On that time demand 50 units. So this is price 1 and demand 50 units. Then 2, then 40. So 2, then 40. 3, 30. 3, 30. 4, 20. and 5 to 10. This is the point according to the given data. Now you join all the points and you get a line, that is the demand curve. We represent DD. Here the point A, B, C, D and E. So see here. Now we explain this diagram. So start like this. On x-axis demand in units, and on y-axis price in rupees are represented. When the price of a commodity is rupees 1, on that time the demand is 50 units, which we represent by E. And when the price is rupees 2, on that time demand is 40 units, which shown by point D. And when the price of a commodity rupees 3, 4 and 5, on that time the demand of a commodity is 30, 20 and 10 respectively, which shown by the point C, B and A. When we join all the points A, B, C, D and E, we get a curve. That curve is known as demand curve. We represent symbolically DD. Now you see, the demand curve falls upward to downward, left to right. This is negative slope. So this is your law of demand. But there are some exceptions of law of demand. Exceptions means the law does not work. Normally, we think after drinking the poison, the person died. But always this type of the things not happen. Sometimes a person may be alive. Same way, what is our law? Price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. This is the law of demand. But in some cases, the law of demand does not work. So, when the law of demand does not work, that is known as exceptions of law of demand. So, the first exception is prestigious goods. First exception is prestigious goods. Prestigious good means when we have the goods, our prestige, our respect increase in our society. So just like the golden jewelry, diamond jewelry, when you wear the diamond jewelry and go in the function or in the party, you will become the center of attraction. Your prestige increase. So many people always ready to purchase diamond jewelry, golden jewelry, who have capacity. Either price, whatever increase, the demand of diamond jewelry, the demand of golden jewelry do not decrease. Same way, iPhone. The price of iPhone is high compared to the others. But in economy, there is a group of people who always ready to purchase the new model of iPhone, whatever the price is. So here, price increase, there is no effect of the demand, and those goods are prestigious goods. So here, the law of demand doesn't work. Second one, low price goods. Low price goods. Low price goods means just like the matchbox, just like the salt. So the price of the matchbox, one box 10 rupees. So you purchase one box every month. But suppose the price of the matchbox becomes rupees only 1. then you can't demand more and more matchbox. Same with salt. Every month 1 kg of salt you require. Now the price is 30 rupees per kg. You purchase every month 1 kg of salt. But suppose the price decreases and only rupees 1 for per 1 kg. Only rupees 1. Then can you purchase 10 kg or 20 kg? According to law of demand, price decreases, demand increases. But in this condition, the law of demand doesn't work. After that, given goods, this name given because of one of the economists whose name is Giffen. Giffen goods means inferior quality of goods. Inferior quality of goods. So here, what is the inferior quality? So we see wheat and jowar. The quality of jowar is inferior than wheat. Same way, dalda ghee and pure ghee. Here also inferior. So this type of the commodity, if the price increases or decreases, there isn't any changes in the demand. After that, special choice, preferences, taste. Suppose your choice is very high. You always purchase the car like the Mercedes. So the price of a Mercedes increase or decrease, there isn't any effect on the demand of Mercedes. So this way we can explain the exceptions of law of demand where the law of demand doesn't work. Thank you very much.